Hey guys, Rolando Rodriguez here with xgains.com, where we got workouts that work, eats to satisfy, and everything else you need to reach your lifestyle goals. So today I want to talk about towing the line, living on the edge, and or taking the plunge, if you will, towards a full low-carb, high-fat diet. A lot of people that reach out to me because they're following the standard American protocol when they start a diet, which is reducing your caloric intake and reducing your fat and your carbs. But everybody out there says, hey, you gotta at least eat 150 grams a day. Where's that 150 grams of carbs come from a day? That's what our brain more or less needs on a regular basis to function for a full 24 hours. That's the brain drain. The glucose your brain utilizes on a day-to-day basis, the carbs your brain utilizes to function through the day. Here's the thing though, if you're normally eating 300, 400 carbs a day, and you reduce your calories and you reduce your carb intake to just 150 grams a day, you're not gonna get into ketosis and you're not gonna have enough energy in terms of the carbs that you're currently addicted to get through the day. So you are constantly going to be hungry on your diet. You're going to be moody. You're going to be cranky. You're going to have headaches. You're going to have brain fog. You're going to have cravings because you're not getting enough energy from food that you're intaking, but you're not getting enough energy from your body, and that is a source of energy. But you're not allowing your body to become fat adapted because you are eating just the right amount of carbs to not tap into the brain drain. And guess what? A lot of studies out there show that the brain drain is the sweet spot for weight loss. If you stay under the amount of carbs that your brain needs, then you are going to lose weight for the most part, right? Here's the thing, like I just mentioned, a lot of people reach out to me constantly craving, constantly hungry, been on a diet for almost 2 months, and they just can't stop thinking about food. It's because they're towing the line. They're living on the edge, not taking the plunge to go full ketogenic. If they were, then the energy that they need to get through the day would be coming off their body. But right now they're living in limbo. There's not enough energy pooling from their body because they're not allowing their body to get into ketosis because they keep eating just the right amount of carbs to keep them out of ketosis while not eating enough carbs to actually get them through their day. And if you are carb intolerant, if you're carb sensitive, if you're insulin resistant, and you really can't handle carb intake, then you shouldn't be thinking about upping your carbs to feel better. Take the plunge, jump off the edge and go full keto because the energy that you will be needing to get through the day, to adjust your hormones and fix everything so you're not craving, you're not lethargic, you're not constantly hungry, will come from the fat on your body. And this also applies to people who talk about not being able to work out to the fullest on a ketogenic diet. Make the transition. Once you go full keto, once your body adapts, might take a month, might take 2 months or more, but you're gonna get the energy back while you're working out. I train 11 months out the year in a ketogenic state and I make gains. I look better at a higher weight even if I'm not measuring my fat. I'm pushing more weight, I'm doing more pull-ups, I'm doing more push-ups, I'm running faster. Whatever your metric is, you can make progress following a ketogenic diet. But you have to take the plunge. You have to allow your body to actually start pulling the energy from your fat and become fat adapted. What's going to end up happening is that your body is changing on a cellular level. Your body's always going to utilize carbs first as energy, not because it's a preferred fuel source, but because if you have too much sugar in your body starts to get jacked up. Bad things start to happen. Believe it or not, too much carbs, too much glucose floating around your blood is practically poisonous. So you have to utilize it. And if you find yourself, like I talked about in a previous video, working out and making gains on a ketogenic eating approach, you're going to end up realizing that when you do want to have the best workout of your life, you're gonna carb load because your carbs are gonna be practically depleted and your body's accustomed to working out with the minimum amount of carbs that you have stored as glycogen in your system. Okay? So when all of a sudden you restore your glycogen storage and you're topped out, the next day carbs feel like rocket fuel for your workout. But too many people don't experience that, and too many people don't experience the non-craving, non-headaches, non-hunger that you can actually have while following a reduced caloric intake because they toe the line of not taking the plunge to become fully fat adapted because they constantly eat just the right amount of carbs to keep them out of ketosis or to keep them out of being technically a low-carb, high-fat diet. You don't technically even have to become ketogenic. But if you go to 175 grams of carbs a day, you're going to feel the difference because remember, going under the brain drain is where your body starts to actually tap into its fat for energy. So don't just stay at the brain drain number, which is the suggestion, especially if you're feeling like you're constantly hungry, constantly lethargic, and have headaches and or cravings. You shouldn't have those just because you're reducing your caloric intake. Yes, you could start eating more carbs to pump up closer to where you used to be, but stop elongating the withdrawal process. Kick the carbs to the side if you're feeling lethargic, craving, or hungry all the time. If you have any of those three, then your diet is not working for you. And if you decide to increase carbs and you realize that you can't continue to lose weight, that wasn't the way you should go. Go the opposite way. Reduce even more carbs to see what happens. Stop living on the edge. Don't be afraid to take the plunge. Worst case scenario, the ketogenic approach doesn't work for you, so you got to find something else. But don't be afraid just because the people out there say you have to eat 150 grams of carbs a day. That's not true. Your body will function. You can make gains and you can make progress, and you don't have to live craving with lack of energy or constantly hungry just because you're reducing your caloric intake. That's it for now. This is Rolando Rodriguez with xgains.com. Please let me know if you got any questions or comments down below. Please like, subscribe, and share to this channel if you haven't done so already. I greatly appreciate it. The website again is x-. That's the symbol, not the word, gains.com. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Peace.